Test, test, test. Hey, Carla.
Hi, Mark. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks.
We are just the usual stuff for upper, stuff that we
Okay.
usually do. I just try to change the way that we do it a little bit, um, but you know, the usual stuff.
Sounds good.
Hmm We should have a lot of people today. I think we have like 5
Oh, good.
signed up for today. Yeah, that'll be
That's
different. How are your legs feeling? Mine aren't as bad as I thought they would be.
I'm feeling it in the glutes a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
And my quads.
But your knees
But
aren't hurting?
my knees always hurt.
Uh-huh.
But they're not any worse than normal. So
Okay, good.
I think I'll feel it more tomorrow because it started hitting me this afternoon.
Okay.
So
Good.
I'm thinking tomorrow might be my day to.
Yeah, that is pretty common. That is not the next day, but the day after.
Yeah.
Hey, Shauna, welcome
Hi.
back.
Thanks.
You guys had a great trip.
I'm exhausted. I'm so tired. But it was fun. Dude, that kid. But it was
We got the usual stuff for today, just so you know, just the standard weights. Hey, Rosa.
Mark, hi everybody.
Hi, Rosa. Hi, Shauna.
Hey.
Ah, 5:59. Let's have a minute, maybe 2. Standard stuff, Rosa. Um, I did the workout like we have it today once without any weights. It's absolutely possible to do it without any weights. Um, but obviously, the more weights you have, the more options you have.
Okay.
And then the floor or a bench or mat or something. Because I'm going to start off with chest today. I wasn't going to
I
do
don't know what
any
happened. I
push-ups.
can hear you.
Can everybody hear me?
I can.
Okay, good. I wasn't going to do any push-ups today, but I thought that would be too strange. Like they would ask, "What's going on, Mark? No push-ups?" So I had to include them. But we're not going to do those until the very end. I do have 6 o'clock. I was expecting a couple more, but they can always hop in. So what I have is 2 chest exercises, ones we know. I have 2 shoulder exercises, 2 back exercises, and then 2 arm exercises, 1 bicep, 1 tricep. The 2 chest exercises that we're going to start off with, and we're going to do 4 rounds each. The 2 chest exercises that we're going to do are the chest presses and then dumbbell flies. So chest presses, remember we want to push and we want to push at chest level, right? So not too high, not too low. And then the dumbbell flies, we want to, if you're going to the floor, you want those elbows to hit open as far as you feel comfortable, right? This part is optional as far as how well you go. You don't have to take it to the floor, but if you're using a light weight, bang, and then open it up. And then as far as coming up, I would come up as wide as you can, right? That's going to, as soon as you do this and push up, it's coming more out of the shoulders, right? The wider you are, the more it's going to come through the chest. And then once you get to the top, and I missed this for so long, push those elbows through. That little bit right there is actually going to activate your chest so much more. So open, bang, open, close, and then push through and go through. And then chest presses, we know that they're really that simple. The movement is just elbows to the floor, push up. All right, let me get my timer set. We got a 5-second, I'm gonna need more than 5. I'm gonna go for 7. 7 seconds, and then we'll get started. I pulled out the big dogs today. I'm gonna use those 45s. I haven't used some weights in a while. All right, 5 seconds now. 4, 3, 2, 1, and begin. We're gonna go into presses first, right? So actually try to feel that muscle. Watch you guys. So as you probably can imagine, it's the press up that's working, right? The down is the negative portion. We can use that. Sometimes we can use that. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. 10-second break today. We're gonna go right back into it. Sometimes we can use a negative for strength, but we need a lot of weight. 3, 2, 1, and begin. I never do a negative set by myself unless it's a body weight, like we work until the muscles are completely exhausted. Then we can do body weight negatives. Fifteen more seconds. We're 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. All right, we're gonna do this, like I said, 2 more times. 3, 2, 1, and begin. Let's go. Round 3. A lot of times when I'm pressing through on this move, particularly, I'll have the dumbbells angled a little bit. And then I'll bring the bottom corners together. So, and I'll push the bottom corners together just to get that squeeze in my chest. 10 more seconds. All right, and pause. That was round 3. We're gonna go round 4. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last set of presses. Fifteen more seconds. Looking great. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. All right. So we're gonna go into flies. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and begin. We'll start with the flies. Always start at the top. Drop the elbow down, open, squeeze in order to get to the top. Good. When you get to the top and you push those elbows through, you should feel that squeeze like right down the center. Because we're forcing those two muscles together. 7 seconds, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. All right, round 6, ready? And begin. Let's go round 6. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. All right. Round 7. Third one in 3, 2, 1, and begin. Let's do it again. I opted for a shorter rest on these just because I know a lot of you are using a weight that's lighter than you might otherwise use. So with a shorter rest time, we're keeping the intensity a little higher. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. All right, one more time. We got 3, 2, 1, and begin. Remember, lighter weight, we need a greater emphasis on that muscle squeeze. Yeah, 12, 11, 10 more seconds. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. All right, so we're gonna stand up or sit down. I think standing up. Let me go grab some lighter dumbbells. All right, I'm gonna use these 10s here. And since my camera is at this angle, I'm just gonna do them seated, but that doesn't mean you don't have to. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put one arm to the front and we're gonna take one arm to the side. And we're gonna lift this for one round. And then we're gonna swap and then we'll do that for the second round. So one arm is gonna be going to the front, straight to the front. Other one is going straight out to the side. So use your, to make sure that you get that, not that they both, kind of get into a front raise. That other one has to go out to the side. All right. Good, we'll go 3, 2, 1. It might actually be easier, Carla, if you're standing. But if you feel comfortable seated, I just didn't want to change the angle of my camera again. Good. And we're just gonna stay with that. And so I'm gonna squeeze my shoulder caps as I lift it. So here I'm squeezing at that point, down, squeezing. Same thing on the side, squeezing. So I'm not lifting it higher than that. I'm focusing, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, and pause. So we're gonna swap arms. Other arms to the front, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Out to the side. Out to the side. Good, looking really good. If it feels light, like you don't feel like you're tensing the muscles hard enough, you can try lifting a heavier weight. If the heavier weight is not an option, you just don't have one, or the next one is too heavy, just focus on squeezing again. So squeeze, right? Squeeze, squeeze. 5 more seconds. I got 3, 2, 1, and pause. We're gonna go back to the other side again. 4, 3, 2, 1, and begin. Let's go. Out to the side. All right, 20 more seconds. If it feels light, you can also pick up the pace a little bit. Just don't lose your squeeze and don't lose your form, but you can still pick it up. 3, 2, 1. You're gonna get more repetitions, more blood flow. You're not gonna let a faster repetition is also not going to let the blood get out of the muscle as quickly either. And begin. One more on the other side. So if I wanted to pick up the pace, make sure that one arm is coming straight out to the front. There you go. Yeah. 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. Hopefully you got a burn on that one. All right, so now if you have a band, a straight band, we're gonna do rear delts. So if you have a band for this, that will be the move that we're doing. If you don't, we're gonna take your dumbbells and lift them like this. You can also bend over and do it this way. Most important thing is that the elbows are kind of flared out forward, not back, right? So if they're back, we're not gonna hit the back of the shoulders, we're gonna hit your back. So we wanna rotate those elbows forward. All right. You guys look ready? We'll go 3, 2, 1, and begin. So bend over and squeeze your upper back It should be, keep your elbows more flared forward on this one. There you go, there you go. And keep your hands right underneath you, like you were hugging a big tree. So bring your palms facing each other. There you go, there you go, there you go. That's it. Keep those palms down. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And you, Carla, you can do this standing up. Since you've got the band, you can do this standing up. You're gonna hit those muscles. With a dumbbell, it would be awkward holding it up this high, doing this straight up. And begin. Let's do it again. There you go. Remember to keep those palms right underneath you, facing each other. There you go. In other words, there you go. All right. If you're looking for these bands that Carla's using here now, Target is a real good place for them. I usually get a pair of 3 for like $10, you know. If you wanted something like quick, Amazon or whatever, obviously you'll find it. And pause, you'll get delivery and all. I don't usually buy equipment online anywhere else, really. All right, we'll go in 3, 2, 1, and go. This is your 3rd round. Let's do it again, those rear delts. Not your back, right? This is up, right, the back side of your shoulders, your traps, right? Your traps that are right on top of, you know, right next to your neck. Those should be fired up. Oh, I hit the play button twice, which actually paused it. So we'll just do a little bit longer. Yeah? Good. I'll get in a few repetitions for these two. Let's see if I can get an angle so you can see me. So I try to keep my hand position in the same spot. Yeah. Yeah. Right. And pause. So what we don't want is this hand to go back here, right? So we don't want that hand to go back. That's going to, everything's about angles. So now I would actually be working close to my lower back this way. Think of where the weights are. Weights are from here to the other one. So that's kind of my lower back where I'm squeezing and working out of. Whereas this, excuse the hole, right? This is working right across my elbows from one elbow to the other. That's why standing up works so well, because we can keep that bend right across your clavicle. 3, 2, 1, and begin. Yeah. Yeah. Those rear delts are not worked too often. And even people who go to the gym 6 days of the week, they'll probably never hit their rear delts. That's not something you see in the mirror. 10 more seconds. But in regards to posture and your core strength, 3, 2, 1, and pause. So if we don't work these and strengthen them, we can easily get into a slouch posture, which is kind of what we're negating. We're fixing that. All right, so we're going to go into bend over dumbbell rows. I'm going to grab my heavy ones here. Hip. Your back is strong. Hip, hip. All right, so since I am using a heavier set, I always start at the top. And then I go into, and then we're gonna row it from here. When you're using a lighter weight, you can get into bad habits if you're not consciously doing them properly. So I always start at the top, chest out, and then I go into my hip hinge. And then once I hit the bottom of my hip hinge, I'll start rowing my elbows up. All right, you ready? We'll go 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and begin. So I would go all the way flat. You guys can go all the way flat. There you go. But don't round out your back. Push your chest forward, Rosa. There you go. No, don't worry about your hands taking the weight back on that one, Shauna. Just like this. So just think, instead of pushing the hands back this way, just the elbows. Elbows are what's going to squeeze your back muscle. So keep your hands forward. Keep your hands forward. Maybe even bring them together like this, just to get an idea of what we're trying to do. It's just the elbow. And pause. Pause. We're gonna do it again. Round 18 coming up. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and begin. So just the elbow. Don't worry about the weights going back. I don't want to see those weights going back at all.
I think it's too heavy.
I don't think so. Once you grasp it, the weights are not. No, still not. You could try without weights, just to see if you can find the motion, or watch Carla and Rosa there. See how they're not really focusing on how they're pulling the weight back. It is in line, so it is in line, but the weight should end right about here. And you've got this lift right here, that is what's not necessary. Just this. No. You got these weights still back there, and pause. So those weights are still going back here, right? So this much movement right here is it might not be a problem with these light weights, but you get a heavier weights in your hand, you won't be able to do that. So that's why I want you to drop that habit right now. Just up. There you go. But keep your elbows tight at your side. All right, we'll go in 3, 2, 1, and begin. This is round 19. And keep those elbows really tight at your side. Otherwise, it's good. Maybe bend over a little bit more. Does that feel any different? Okay, good. You see how it's not the weights, the way you're doing it? Because the back is actually really, really strong. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. I've got a picture of Rosa doing some barbell rows with, I don't know, it's like we had, and Carla too was there on that day. You guys were both lifting 45 or 35 with 2 25s, I think. So it was close to 100 pounds that you guys were rowing. So I know those little dumbbells are not, but then, more squeeze. And you guys look great. The form was really spot on. Let's do this one more time. You ready? And begin. A little bit lower. See if you can try to get that back nice and parallel. It gives you a greater range of motion. Think of squeezing your back muscles. So it's these wings here that come out to the side. You want to squeeze those all the way through the middle of your back. So right there, I don't think you can see anything, but you're squeezing through the middle of your back. In 3, 2, 1, and pause. All right. We're going to go into some arm exercises. First one, we're going to do our bicep curls. No. I think I mentioned before, the weight that you have for your for your bicep curls is easy enough for you to, you know, double up like this is always going to be better than individual, right? So 2 is always better than 1. But if you're using, you know, you got such a heavy weight that 2 becomes hard at some point, then you can go into 1 and 1. If 2 is too easy, right? And so we don't twist our hands and 2 becomes too easy, then you can start doing these ones that are a little bit more focused. We're not using so many other muscles. And so this type of like a preacher curl is a good way to still load up those muscles even with a lighter weight. I don't think we have to go modify any more than that. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1, and begin. So I'm going to do these ones here too. I do have those 45s there, but I don't know if I want to curl them. So put those elbows. How do you feel? Are those challenging for you there, Shauna?
Kind of.
A little bit? Yeah? Okay, good. Just squeeze them as hard as you can. 15 more seconds. Squeeze those biceps.
I've got a set I can go up 1 more.
Okay. And pause. So we're going into your second round. I'm going to go back into these here. Palms forward, stretches the biceps, and begin. So palms forward. Get a nice stretch. Ah, yeah, yeah. 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 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. That was a progression from hardest, right? And then I started doing them together. And then I stood up, did them together, and then individually. That's how you can, you know, still work out through the time, even if those muscles are tired. Ready? We'll go again in 3, 2, 1, and go. So sitting is usually harder than standing. And then palms towards your body is going to be easier than palms forward. Oops. Ten more seconds. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. All right, one more time. 24. All right, we'll go in 3, 2, 1, and let's do them. Yeah. 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 10 more seconds. Yeah. Yeah. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. All right. All right. So I've got one more exercise. We're going to do tricep push-ups. So tricep push-ups. If you're not modifying, right? Tricep push-ups are hands at your side, really close to the body, elbows tight, and we're going to push up, flex those triceps and down. So that's going to be our standard tricep push-up. Now for Rosa, I know we're gonna do heart push-ups again. Remember we did heart push-ups? So your chest goes to your hands to the heart. And then from there, we're gonna push up all the way back down to the heart. Push up. You do it from your knees, from your toes, whichever. You're ready. We'll go in 3, 2, 1, and begin. Oh. 10 seconds. Yeah. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. All right, we're gonna do it again. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Yeah. I want to, but my body's saying nope. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. 15 seconds. Yeah. Yeah. I got 8, 7, 6, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. All right, one more. In 4, 3, 2, 1, and begin. This is round 28. Good. So for you, Shauna, you're not going all the way to the top. You are doing a little tiny move. Press down, right back. It's right here. That's all there is. It's like a 2-inch move, but that's going to burn out your triceps. Keep those elbows really tight. So you're not doing a real push-up. You're not doing a real push-up. And you're not locking out. Bring your hands down all the way to your rib cage. So you can't bring your hands down any further. Even lower, even lower, even lower. And you're not extending to a full, and pause. So you're not extending to a full extension on this. You're pushing up about like this. That is the entire move right there. And believe me, that's enough. Carla, was that enough? That's enough. So don't think that it's not gonna do any good. I've got to go full extension. Absolutely not. This is it. That's the great thing about it, is that everybody can do it, right? And it's gonna work for everybody. I just know that Rosa is a push-up master, right? And so, right? She did her soldier suicide awareness 22 push-ups every day for 22 days, right? So until you get to that point, you know, that's for the longest time. We always did our tricep push-ups just like this. So you have to bring your hands as low as they can. And that's going to, let me see, I don't even think I could lock out if I wanted to. If I bring my hands far enough, I could, but you see where I would be. So if I bring my hands really far back, I could, this would be my natural right there. That's where I'm taking it, right there. And that's gonna burn. That's all it is, it's just this. So don't worry about taking it any further than this. You know, that's not what it is, because we're too far back for that. You know, push-ups we'd have to do through our chest, and this is not our chest, right? But we're definitely using those triceps. So bring those hands way back and then push up slightly and just pump up those triceps. You want to give it a try? We got a few minutes. Maybe somebody else will see something. So bring the hands down further, even further, and close to the body. Do you feel it in your triceps? Don't try to go too high. Don't have to go high, just a little bit. Not too high, not too high, still too high. Right there, bang it, boom, again, and again. You feel it? You feel it? That's it. That's all it is right there. Like I said, anybody can do that for, well, it's gonna burn. You're gonna feel the burn. All right, good. Whew, and I think we corrected your rows too. Did you feel more comfortable how the rows were? Good. Everybody else look good. Do you guys have any other questions? Exercise or diet related?
I wanted to ask the group, and I should have asked before I left. How did you guys do the whole just eating okay on a vacation like I just did?
Exercise or diet? I'm sorry?
Diet.
Diet?
Just running around on that kind of vacation, how do you turn down all the ice cream and the...
Well, I think maybe Carla has, do you have any tips, Carla?
For me, what's helped a lot was looking at what I'm eating throughout the day. And like if I wanted something out of the norm, so to speak, I would make up for it somewhere else. Like I'd make sure I ate correctly enough to where if I wanted to have a dessert, what's really starting to happen to me now is I look at the calories and I don't want it. It's like, I don't want to mess up what I've done. So maybe if the restaurant has like an apple pie with ice cream on the side, I'll ask, can I get half of the serving of ice cream? And then I still get some sweet and take away that craving. And another thing that started helping me out was taking things with me and eating that before I go out to eat. So
That's
something
what I did.
like part of a protein bar or something. Yeah.
I prepped like a big quiche and cut it up into bars so that I could microwave it.
Yeah.
And I put that on a paper towel between the condo and the beach. And then I had fruit and yogurt and berries in the cooler while my niece and my sister had Doritos and Pringles and Oreos, but they still wanted to go to the ice cream shop on the beach, and so I get half a small scoop and throw half of it away. And
well, that's really kind of what you have to do, though. Like the good thing is a lot of the shops now try to have more health conscious stuff. So I'll ask, what do you have that's, I don't know, sugar-free or non-dairy or some kind of sorbet or something like that? And they normally have something. I'm not always perfect with it, but it actually helps me when I'm around people. I do better when I'm like on a vacation or at work, because I've told people I'm